Welcome back to the Avery Selection Show. I'm Trey. The point's right. That's Bob. No, it's not right. It's over here. That's Bobby over there. It's week 11 for us, Dad. High school football is in the playoffs. College football, it's at that midway point. The college football rankings, I think they come out while we're on the show. Maybe. I think we'll be filming when it comes out, or it might be right when we get done. But the first playoff ranking does come out, I think, today.
No, they're gonna have a selection show on Tuesday, man.
Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday. So the select show will be on Tuesday. So college football, it's getting into that maybe make or break season. Some teams can still maybe suffer a loss, get in. If you'll see if you're an SEC or a Big Ten school, other teams, other conferences, they can't suffer another loss. It's still everybody's getting fired. 13 FBS coaching jobs is up for grabs. We'll talk about which one we think's the best one that's open. High school playoffs, like we said, are starting. We'll see who we think is a quiet team to watch, who's the outright favorite and maybe being a little messy, who's the easy out this year. We'll see. And then we'll have our favorite talking point that we have. We'll start out with that one in a minute. But, Dad, you feeling okay?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
I'm excited.
Good weekend,
it's cold. It's cold. I'm glad it's finally cold.
Hey, my wife been freezing ever since the temperature dropped. So hey,
I'm so excited. It's November. Nobody can judge me now for playing my Christmas music. I'm a very happy person.
Are you gonna do that in July?
Of course. I don't care. I love Christmas music. It's the best time of the year. But let's move into it. Headlines for week 11 for us. The one we always start with. Probably the last time we'll do this in a show. It's our streak watch. Columbia High School does not have the longest losing streak in the United States, but they're number 2. They lost 101 games straight, and that's the 101 game was this past Friday. I believe they had a 60 ball hung on them. So,
No, not just Hazel Green.
No, 38. I think it's like 38, something like that. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry. But
yeah.
101 games.
Was bad,
Hey, honestly, I think they got better over the year. I think that's all you can really say about it. I think they got better as the year went on.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the ESPN little documentary or whatever they did this year. So it'll be interesting.
And that can only help them, and hopefully they're getting some financial gain from that as well. Like they can kind of pump into the program, pump into the school, and hopefully Sammy's that we talked about this a few times this past year. Hopefully Sammy's there for the right reasons and he wants to continue to try to make that program better.
Oh, yeah, I hope so. Maybe he'll apply for the Auburn job.
Ooh, man, that's going from one dumpster fire to another one. We won't switch too much on Columbia. We hope they get better next year. Like I said, we think they got better over the season. Especially from week 1 to week 10, it looked like it was a little bit different team. The guys played a little harder. But we'll move into headline 2. Like I said last week, everybody's fired.
Big time.
13 FBS coaching jobs are open, Dad. I got a few listed, majority of them, but we'll talk LSU, Florida, Penn State, Auburn, Stanford, Virginia Tech, Oklahoma State, Arkansas, UCLA, Oregon State, and UAB.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say you can add Clemson and Florida State to that list before the year. So
somebody also said Kentucky might be added as well. So he got another week because he won yesterday. He got another week.
Yeah, but I think Dabo and my boy Mike might be in trouble for the year with, man. By the end of the year, anyway.
So I guess that answers the question. The first question to come off of that: will there be a few more by the year's end? And the obvious answer is, yeah.
Oh, I told you that last week. It's gonna be some more. Everybody's in the "what have you done for me lately" business, and if you're not getting it done, you're done.
To your knowledge, though, has there been this many high-profile job openings like this in a while?
Oh no, this is the first year that I can remember that this many high-profile jobs have been open, and they're going to cause a domino effect.
As far as what?
Whenever the first coach get hired, then there's going to be another one get hired, and another get hired. It's going to start a domino effect, and then all those fire coaches going to start filling in somewhere. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Kind of like free agency in professional sports. Once that big prospect's gone or that big target's gone, then it kind of, okay, this is where we got to go.
Yeah, I mean, the top two prospects probably is Nick Saban's one. Everybody's gonna try to talk him out of
He
retirement.
not coming back.
I know, but everybody's gonna try to talk him out of retirement and offer him a mint, and then Lane Kiffin, they're gonna try to talk him into leaving Ole Miss.
If he turned down 81, I don't know if he's leaving.
Hey, I know, but them two, the top two that they're gonna be on, and then I think Lincoln Riley got some heat. You know, I think they want him, try to sway him away from USC, and then as far as the no names, John Summerall at Tulane, his name keep popping up. So,
You think he'll leave the situation he's in? Because he's one of those. It's kind of like what's the guy at USF? Like he's living large. He doesn't. If he doesn't want to leave, he really doesn't have to.
I mean, the same thing in Memphis. Silverfield sitting in a great situation at Memphis. You know, he said when he got the job, he wasn't there to use it as a stepping stone. He wanted to be there 20 years and retire and all that. So I believe that if he make the playoff this year, he's gonna get a chance to see if he's true to his word.
Hey, bro, it's gonna be hard to turn down them 30 M's, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know it. But hey, don't tell me it ain't worth it. All money ain't good money, but hey.
Oh yeah, that's one, Auburn. You know, I know people love Auburn, but it's a dumpster fire right now. I think they don't let the coach run the team. Nick Saban, me and Mom talked about it earlier. He's a perfect example. When he got hired at Alabama, he told them, "You're going to let me run the team, the boosters and the administration. You're not running this football team. I'm going to do that." And I feel like at Auburn, everybody wants to have a hand in the pot because if they're successful, they all want to be able to say, "Look at me." And you can't really do that if you want to be successful.
Well, I heard that a long time ago that a lot of boosters got their hand in the program at Auburn, and that's the problem.
So we got the list of jobs, high profile. We'll say LSU, Florida, Penn State, Auburn, Arkansas, maybe just SEC. What's the best job available? But like the best situation for a coach to come into, what do you think is? Which out of those, what do you think's the best?
Me personally, the best job is LSU, but
really?
It seems like they got some things going on now too, because the governor
and the AD.
Yeah, they trying to put their hands on everything
because they lost their AD too. So
all right,
I'd have to disagree with you on that, just because it seems like there's no stability.
There's no stability, but it's the best job as far as being a place you can recruit at.
That's true.
Being in the SEC, 100,000 people in the stands.
And that's a name. Like they can be like a name, LSU. Right. Yeah, that's your name. That's
a brand name. So
you can get recruits. You can get 3-star, 4-star recruits off of name purely.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Auburn's gonna be pulling up a quick second. But both of them got the same problems right now. Too many people want their hands in.
I think the safest job, if we want to do safest in the best situation to me, would probably be Penn State. Because it took them this long to fire James Franklin. And they didn't want to, but they knew they had to. So I think that's, as far as stability and best available, I'd probably say Penn State.
Yeah, they top 3 plus Florida. Throw Florida in there.
I think Florida would be good too. Florida's
a good spot. It depends on if Clemson and Florida State comes open or not.
What Florida and Penn State's problem is they have amazing players. The coach, they have to hire somebody that those guys that they have are going to like to play for, because you can see, I think I think he's a defensive end at Penn State, number 19. I can't remember his name. He was Ohio State coaches and players were talking to him as he's coming off the field. So that's a guy they want to keep. That's a guy they want to keep. DJ Lagway playing Georgia. You can't fool me. That was a recruiting pitch. All the players coming to talk to him, dap him up after the game, like, smiling, yeah. That's a recruiting pitch, if you ask me.
Oh, that's going to happen a lot for the end of the season. To all those teams that don't have coaches, a lot of recruiting going to be going on after games.
So if you got to be careful with who you hire, because you want to keep a DJ Lagway and you want to keep that defensive end at Penn State. So I think there's probably more pressure on the Penn State. Like I said, I think it's the best situation. But there's a lot of pressure to make sure you can at least retain at least 75% of your roster.
Got to. But the good part about it, they got that new rule: you can't transfer before the coach's name.
Oh yeah.
And they got that one transfer now with them. They got that one transfer period in.
Is it January now? I think that's amazing too. I think that is going to help a lot. And then we're not talking too much about the Stanford, UCLA, Oregon State, UAB. I kind of feel like those programs, they have the money, but it's kind of people are still like, do I want to coach football at this place? Do they care more about football than? So I mean, out of those, which one do you think? What's the least desirable job from the list from a
Out of
coaching
those
standpoint?
three,
Of UCLA, UAB, Oregon State, Stanford.
UAB.
Why would you say UAB?
They don't have the financial backing that them other schools have. UCLA is in a great spot. It's in Beverly Hills, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oregon State got money. Took them a long time to get rid of Gundy, but they got money stacked.
That's Oklahoma State, Oregon State.
I mean, Oklahoma. Yeah, Oregon State's in the same situation. They got a little cheese too. It's just not well known, but all of them got more money than UAB.
So what do you think can help UAB? I know you don't like UAB, Battle of the Bones, Memphis, UAB, whatever, but we're talking from business standpoint.
Business standpoint, his hometown, I don't have a problem with UAB. I think they got to get a big name in there. Either get a big name or go back to your roots. If they could bring Bill Clark back, maybe.
That's what a lot of fans are wanting.
If they can if they could talk him out of retirement, and then some people was talking about high school coaching, which Chris Diffel came from high school. They talking about they don't want to do that anymore because that failed. But if you hired the right
high school coaches, that's a different story.
AE, Josh Niblett, Mark Freeman, or Jake Gaines, one of those guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Who knows the area, who knows the state of Alabama. Everybody in Alabama knows those people.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, they already know how to recruit. So
yeah. People don't understand. People, when they look at high school prospects, people forget, sure, you got Florida, Georgia, California, Texas. But to me, Bama's that fifth school in the nation, or the fifth state in the nation that you want to get recruits from. The state of Alabama, from top to bottom, some of the best football you'll ever see.
Yeah, it's a hotbed. It's a stable athletes come out of Alabama. Back in the day when I played in Memphis, see UAB, we only had 2 D1 programs in the state. And that was Alabama and Auburn.
Yeah.
Jack State, UAB, Troy, South Alabama, all of them were either D3 or D2.
A&M and State and all those.
Alabama, A&M. I'm just naming the 6 D1 schools now.
Oh, yeah.
You got Alabama, Auburn, Jacksonville, Troy, South Alabama.
UAB.
Yeah, those 5.
Yeah.
5 D1 schools in the state. We only had 2. So when I went to Memphis, we had 28 guys from Tennessee, 26 from Alabama.
So that's half the roster there.
Right. And 17 from Florida.
Wow. So do you think if there was more D1 options in Alabama, they could have persuaded you and the other Alabama guys to stay?
If UAB was an option at the time, or maybe Troy, if all of them was D1, a lot of them guys, including myself, probably would have stayed in the state.
What do you think? Because I know for me, when I was looking at the recruiting stuff, even went through a little bit of it myself, I think there's nothing better than that home state feeling, because mom and dad don't have to drive more than 3 hours to my games every week. Then you have that ability to, if you need to go home, you can go home. Because you always tell guys you really need to stay away from home as much as you can. But it's just in those times of need, if they need it, I think it's a good thing, these guys, that they can stay in state, because if they need mom, need dad, need grandmama, need auntie, need uncle, they can get there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In barring politics, I would have stayed in state,
Yeah.
I found out a whole lot after my recruiting that, anyway, that's a whole different show. But if it was more options, I don't think it'd have been that politics in there,
I don't think it would have either.
Yeah, it don't been that politics. Because, a lot of people know after I signed with Memphis, man, I got calls from Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, and
I think for you guys too, back then, if y'all would have had the benefit of social media, because then you say, did you sign in the morning?
Yeah, I signed at 10 o'clock in the morning.
So if you would have known to sign maybe at 2 o'clock, it might have been a different story.
Right. Well, see, the way the thing worked back then, the coaches had to bring the scholarship to you,
Okay.
And so they kind of scheduled it where they can get to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so my coach came from Memphis. He came and got me first thing. I think they put it kind of prioritized, some people too. So he came and got me first thing. I signed at 10 a.m. that morning. And by 5:30 that night, I had a call from Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, all them.
So maybe if you had social media and you seen that, you could have waited a day and be like, I'm gonna sign tomorrow just to see, because Memphis probably still would have been your 1-2 choice just because they were with you from beginning of recruitment. But you would have had the option like, maybe these people do want me.
Well, Georgia tried. They called me the day before. They said, hey, can you hold off to tomorrow afternoon? And we're going to see what we got. Because somebody they had higher on the board than me flipped at the last minute and decided they wanted to go to Georgia because their brother was playing at Georgia.
Yeah.
But, me being a 17-year-old kid, I didn't want to wait, and take a chance of not having a scholarship or whatever. So, hey, I signed with Memphis, first thing I got, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so later on, I had 6 SEC schools call me, but hey, I told them it was too late. I put pen to paper.
And I think you look at it now, you were happy with your choice.
Oh, I love it. I'm not bad at the decision at all. I'm not mad with it. I love it. As you can tell, I still.
And like I said, hindsight's 20/20. I mean, you look at it. It's, if you're me and you've talked about this before. If you're a ball player 10 years later, you're probably a 15-year NFL vet just because of positioning and things like that.
Yeah, I tell people all the time I was about 15 years ahead of my time.
Especially the fast defensive end, outside back. So it's just we don't really know what these can do. But with UAB, there's a lot of talent that gets missed out on from these quote unquote huge programs that UAB could really benefit from. But it's just like you said, they don't have maybe the money and they don't have the right coach, especially now. They're a dumpster fire right now. And they don't have the attendance. Right. No kid wants to go from playing. Some of these kids in high school play in front of 10,000 people. You go to UAB, you're playing in front of 2,000.
Right. And that's because they don't have the right people in place. But get that right person, that could change. Because Progressive Stadium is a very nice stadium.
Very nice.
Very nice stadium. So if they can get that thing packed every week, it'll make a difference.
And Birmingham, with its flaws and with its pros and cons, Birmingham was a nice spot to be.
Right.
Like, there's everything you need recruiting wise. If they, whatever they like to do, you got the top golfs, you've got the arcades, you've also got the gyms that you need. You got different facilities down there. It's one of the best medical schools in the country. So, I mean, academics is there 100%.
Right. Yeah, and the way they build up uptown right across from the stadium it's a nice atmosphere.
So I would like to see what UAB get that recognition because, hey, I mean, they beat Memphis somehow, and Memphis is the best G5 team in the country right now.
Right.
So there's a fire there, but they need to put the right person in the position.
Definitely.
So, like we said, everybody's fired. We'll see how those dominoes fall, as Dad put it. High school playoffs, headline number 3. High school playoffs are starting this week. 7A to 1A, we got a lot of good games. There's some that I think is really stupid what they've done in 7A with the travel. I don't really agree with it, but hey, I'm just a guy that talks for a living. They're starting. So, Dad, one of the questions I have with this headline, who's a quiet team that nobody's really giving attention to in these playoffs?
You talking about 1A?
It don't matter. 7A? Whoever.
Hey, I got 2 of them. I mean, Appalachian in 1A.
Hey, that's a ball team. That's a ball team.
Wiley, they beating people left and right. They 10-0
for the first time. I think, however, it might have been. I think first time ever, or it was like in a long time. So
the first time ever, I think. The first time school hit, and they sneaky good. So it wouldn't shock me if they made an appearance in the state championship game. But they're gonna have to go through Wiley.
They got that boy. They got that boy.
They got that guy. Yeah, they got that guy. But hey, they quality. That's a team no one knows about. And another sneaky team. I mean, everybody know the coach, but hey, Westbrook kind of sneaky.
And I think with them having Steve Smith as their coach on the sideline, that's an ultimate weapon. He's no stranger to the playoffs. So Westbrook, I like both of those picks, Westbrook and Appalachian. I like both of those picks. My sneaky team that I told you this, that I would not want to play in the first round of the playoffs, Mae Jemison.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I say that because I know they got muscle shows, whatever. Hey, Mae Jemison, the defense that kept on going, the end of the season, I wouldn't want to play them first.
Well, they scary with athletes, you mess around, miss a tackle, or get out of position one way, and it could be a house call. They got speed, and and the defense, like we talked about last week, man, they just scary. They're scary up front.
And they hit you in the mouth. They don't care. They just hit you.
Right. Yeah. And if you're not blocking good that night, you can have problems.
What was it? 3 D1 guys up front? 4? 3
D1. Yeah, they got 3 D1 guys up front. And the linebackers ain't bad. You know, Rico White doing a great job up there with him. So I don't know how long Rico gonna stay in the game, but look for him to be a lot better next year.
The next question, based off of that, who you think we'll say in 1 through 7A, who's an outright favorite in the win a state championship? Who do you think's the outright favorites right now?
1A Watley.
Yeah.
2A, I say Coosa.
Yeah.
3A Mars Hill Bible.
That team's scary. That team's scary.
You know what I'm saying? 4A, I'm still rolling with Jackson, even though St. Michael's is.
I throw Anderson in there. I throw the Bulldogs in there.
I was gonna give them that. 4A is gonna be interesting, you know. But see that Jackson. Well, I'll say Anderson out of the north.
Yeah.
But Jackson and St. Michael's in the south, so you know. They pass.
That would be that'd be a heck of a state championship game. Anderson and Jackson. That would be that would be a heck of a state championship game.
And then I say in the 5A, I'm gonna roll with Viger.
I wouldn't argue with that.
I'm gonna roll with Viger. In 6A, and Clay looks unbeatable right now.
It's crazy that Parker looks beatable, but Clay is, you know, they took their spot back, and it's like, hey, we're still Clay.
Yeah, and then 7A, you can just throw that up in there.
This one, because it's stupid this year. It's stupid. Why is Hoover and Central Phoenix City playing in the first? That's a state championship matchup. That's the first round.
Hey, look at that whole side of the bracket is loaded.
Loaded.
Hoover, Thompson, who else over there? Somebody else over there. But if you can, somebody on the right side of the bracket,
you know what?
Easy ride.
You know what's going to happen, right? What? One of those stupid teams from the north is going to win because everybody's getting beat up. That's what's going to happen.
I'm going to tell you who I'm picking. From the right side of the bracket. We played them already. He was going to probably.
And I'm gonna be ticked about it, and I will be ticked. That's what's gonna happen. All these teams are getting beat up, and either Hewitt or one of those stupid teams up in Region 4 is gonna somehow survive and win it. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, when we go to our picks, I'm gonna tell you something about that.
But like that's the dumbest thing. We'll talk about that too when we get to the picks. But if you haven't heard, in Alabama, 7A, we don't have as many teams, so they want to change it up. So there's 4 regions, the 4 major cities. You got Huntsville, Birmingham, Mobile, Montgomery, and for some reason, instead of doing North and South, the Huntsville teams are playing the Mobile teams, and the Montgomery teams are playing Birmingham. So like that's stupid. That's putting either team in a disadvantage. That's stupid. So we can't be a little messy here. Oh, go ahead.
A lot of teams need to ride out Thursday night. Thursday.
I would.
Yeah. They're going to pay for some hotels.
Getting off a bus after 5 hours and having to play a game.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not going to do it. Not in the playoffs.
And then, like I said, we can be a little messy here if we want to be. Who's the easy out in the playoff? You don't have to answer if you want to, but it's just to be a little messy if you want to be.
Shoot, I was looking at it earlier. Who was it? Hold on. I'll tell you in a minute. I was like, how in the world they make the playoffs? And I was like, ooh, where is it? I got it. Well, Sandrock's going to be easy out.
Yeah, I feel bad for those guys. Those poor guys.
I mean, they're 3-7.
Those poor guys. Those poor guys got to go to Red Bay. Those poor guys.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to be, and I think Appalachian going to have a breeze. Their first game, they play Shoals Christian, who's like 4-6.
So we'll use the politic answers here. We'll say the ones that are kind of obvious. We won't get too messy. We won't get too messy about it.
Yeah. And I think Fultondale going to Anderson not going to be. Yeah.
Gadsden City dropped a 40 ball on them. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
Is Fultondale 4A? They're 4A?
Yeah, they 4A.
Why on earth did we schedule a 4A team?
Because we was being messy.
I see.
Well, I'll tell you the story, man. We had McAdory on the schedule.
Schmackador, yeah. The Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, we had McAdory. And last year we was loading the buses to go.
Oh, and they dropped the game.
Yeah, Coach called and said, man, it's going to be bad weather and all that. We was the only game in the state that didn't play. And so this summer he called and canceled this year when they supposed to return the trip to us. And so we got wind that he was trying to replace us with Fortendale. So, hey, we signed him before he did.
Something fishy was going on down there. No, that sounds fishy. I don't know what you got going on, Coach, but I don't like what you got going on.
Yeah. Yeah, he was trying to sign in Fortendale to take our place, so we got to him first.
High school politics, man, I tell you, it's stupid.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you this week, Dad. I didn't have one last week. I figured out one this week. So like I said, in high school playoffs, they've started. From a coaching perspective, what's the talk like to your players on Sunday afternoon or Monday morning, first week of the playoffs? What's the speech like? Is it, I can't really talk to you right now. Now we got to play, or is it you have encouragement for them? What's the speech like?
Well, you got to get the reality into them. Hey, it's win or go home. So you can come out and play, or you can go home. So you expect the focus to be a little more there because it's playoff time. Because if you're a senior, you don't want your season to end, and you don't know when it's going to end. Now, you win, you survive and keep going, or you lose and call it a career.
And it's crazy with the playoffs. Now it all comes down to it didn't matter what happened. Now we gotta win or go home.
Yeah, everybody's 0-0. So
and you can't lose one.
You can't lose one.
So what do you say? Because anxiety.
You don't get to come in next Sunday.
Because anxiety and everything's really big. It's just so. What's something you can say to the guys to try to keep that calm? Like we've been doing this 11 weeks right now. We've been doing this since January. So what do you say to to ease the nerve? Because there's going to be nerves, especially for those guys that there's some teams that haven't been to the playoffs in 4 or 5 years. So none of their players have that experience. They'll be different from those teams that have been in the playoffs repeatedly. They got it. So what do you say to those new guys that haven't been in the situation before?
Well, you try to sell them as another game, but it's a sense of urgency. It's another game. We can't afford to have mistakes and all that, but just calm down and play the game like you've been playing for the last 10 weeks. Just don't focus on if I make a mistake, we might lose. Just play loose and have fun. So that's the only thing you can do with it.
What was your favorite part as a coach? What was your favorite part about the playoffs? Is it just the sense of urgency in the games, or is it just it's how important it is, or is it just to see how your team responds?
Winning.
well, duh.
I mean, as a coach, man, you kind of got a good feeling every week that if you won, that you were still playing, and see all the teams that drop out.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, 32 teams, it's 16. Wow, now it's only 8.
And it gets cold. It gets cold, dog.
Yeah, it gets cold. When we reached that point, there was only 4 teams in the state left playing. So you tell the guys, we're the only ones practicing right now. Think about it.
And I think that's where the coaches come in. You come in, you want to kind of, you don't want to be too relaxed, of course, but you come in, you're kind of like, guys, it's 4 teams left. Be proud of it.
Be proud, yeah.
Because now, because I think now, if you're worried about it now, you just ain't in the right game. All the nerves should have been gone week 1.
Oh yeah, yeah. After making a couple of rounds, it's no need to be nervous anymore. Just play.
Because the team you're going to play, they're good. They're still playing like we are, so they're going to be good.
Exactly.
Unless something crazy happened and somebody's still squeaking through. That's kind of beat up.
Well, most definitely. If you make it through, not necessarily to the second weekend, but if you make it through the second weekend, everybody's good.
And I think to me that would be more calming as a player. I'm like, okay, you can't really trip about it. They're going to be good. We just got to be better.
They're going to be good.
And anything can happen on a Friday night.
Well, you don't have to be better than them. You just have to be better than them for that 60 minutes or whatever it is.
That's it.
You just got to be better than night.
That one turnover could solve the game. The missed extra point can change the game.
Right.
A fumbled kickoff. It's those little things that we've been talking about since January. The little things matter. Sure, they might have the best offense in the state, the best defense in the state, but all it takes is one kick return, one punt return, one fumble. That's all it takes.
I got to be better than you that night. That's all.
I got to be better than you one more play.
Yeah.
I got to be one more play better than you were. We talked about that in high school when we lost to Oxford. Our defense played, I think, what did coach say? I think our defense was on the field 54 plays. We lost the game 6-0. Oxford was better than us on one play. 53 plays out of 54. We beat them.
Right.
But it's that one play. So it's having fun. You're playing football.
Oh, definitely. This is a great time of year.
And I can't get over it enough. It's cold. It's the best time of the year. This is football weather.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweating at 120 degrees turf is not football weather. It's not.
Yeah. Hey, last week's picks, man.
I'll pop it up. I'll pop it up.
Yeah, Thursday night was rough. It was
rough. I was 11-6 on the week. Dad 12-5. Thursday night, it's the first cold week, I guess. The first is wet, cold.
Yeah.
Halloween week.
A lot of distractions. That's what it was.
Sure. They sold my parlay. That's what we'll say. Yeah.
We'll go with that. Yeah, but if it was prize pick, man, we'd have lost a lot of money.
If it was prize pick, for sure, you would have lost everything. Run them down, Dad. Let them know. See what we had.
Yeah, we had Otter at Gaston. We both picked Gaston.
Wait, it was a ball game though.
Oh yeah, 36-31. It
was a ball game. But 36-32. Gaston had a chance to drive. It was a ball game. Can't be too mad at it.
Yeah. Then Hope Bluff went to Randolph County. I know. That hurt my feelings, man.
I guess the end of the season, they saw they wasn't going to the playoffs. They getting ready for basketball. I don't know, man. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, Douglas at Geraldine.
Yeah, it went how it was supposed to go. I don't even want to talk about this one, man. I don't even want to talk about this one.
Hey, Lincoln came over to Jim Glover and played Etowah, man.
Etowah,
remember they played football.
Etowah somehow won that football game. Shout out to him, I guess.
Hey, they remember how to play football the last game of the year.
Hey, at least they didn't go 0-10. That's all that matters.
Hey, I understand that. Then Mars Hill at Scottsboro.
That's why I said earlier, this is a scary team. Did not expect them to do what they beat Scottsboro, I think 42-14. I didn't see that coming.
I bet Scottsboro didn't either.
So we both picked Scottsboro, and we shouldn't have.
Yeah. Then Fultondale came to the city, man.
Gadsden City handled business.
Yeah, 42-0.
And the formula for Gadsden City that we've talked about at work is still in play. There's a little formula we worked out. Every time Gadsden City has a special teams touchdown or interception return, they win a football game.
Yeah, definitely.
So the formula is still in play.
We got to get some of them early. And Columbia went to Hazel Green to make it 101.
Poor Columbia, man.
Yeah. Then we moved over to Friday night. Hey, I was rolling Friday night. Now I didn't miss a game.
5-0. We were both 5-0. Cool. I'm cool with that.
Webber went to Westbrook and
got tatted.
Yeah. And then the game we was interested to see how Glencoe was gonna play. And they went down to the field of champions.
They got the 14 back that they was down before you get there, but that was about all they got.
They got okay. Yeah.
Hey, Piedmont, they're still Piedmont. They're still Piedmont.
Yeah. Aniana went to Boaz. Boaz handled business. Pell City went into the South Side. I was up 50-something.
Bro, I was celebrating because this was Southside. They needed to win this game to get in the playoffs. And I kept hearing 30-0, 40-0. I was excited. Sorry about it.
Yeah. And then Gunnersville and Aberville.
Hey man, shout out to the Aggies, man. They played a good game. Like they had a chance to win it too. So shout out to the Aggies, man. But Gunnersville, they had no business. Yeah,
they try to make it a rivalry again. Like I said, man.
I think they have the right coach in there now. I do think Albertville has the right coach in there now. So if they can maybe get some guys playing again, I think Albertville may look a little different in a couple of years.
Yeah, well, they may drop too. So
that'll be a big help for them. There's a lot of politics in that. We ain't gonna get into that. There's a lot of politics involved in that too.
Yeah. We open up new schools. So hey.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey, then college front, yeah, Jack State.
I told you they won. I told you in the last video they won.
They won. And then my boys, Memphis, went out
and
to
the
Texas
business.
and handled right.
And the business.
Yeah, we handled business. Hey, this is the one you missed, man. Kentucky.
I told you. I told you. The week you don't pick Auburn, and I do, that's what, 10-3?
10-3.
And that's what got old boy the boot.
Yeah, they put on an offensive show. Yeah, 3 points. Yeah.
Hey, I will say Auburn's defense is legit. They just can't score.
I've been there before. Played on team. We balling on D. We just couldn't put the ball in the end zone. So
and your defense, I'm sorry, if they're playing 80 plays, I'm not going to get mad at them if they give up 2. Like, I can't be mad at them.
Yeah, been there before. I understand. Then Vandy at Texas.
You called this one. Vandy. It's Archer's week to be good.
Yeah. I told you since I put Vandy, I was like, Archer be good and like the A is up.
Hey, Vandy 21 unanswered in the 4th.
Yeah, Vandy woke up at the last minute. They decided to play and almost got the onside kick.
21 unanswered in the 4th. So I was like, huh.
Yeah.
But Vandy does what Vandy does sometimes. So
yeah. Then Georgia at Florida.
It's a ball game.
Decent game too.
It's a ball game.
Yeah, ended up being a decent game. But
Georgia's looking vulnerable. I don't know. Usually, when Georgia, even if they lose to Alabama, they still look like complete beast. Georgia's starting to look a little bit vulnerable. They're starting to chip away at that dynasty that everybody's been scared of. We'll see what happens, but
somebody's gonna finish the game. Somebody's gonna finish the game against them.
They've got, what is it? So that's this week. I think everybody's had 8 games in college, so they got 4 games to see. We'll see if somebody kind of Georgia Tech might finally get it this year, even though they laid an egg. They got 3.
Yeah, and like you said, that Georgia Tech game might be interesting.
Even though they laid an egg, I don't know what happened, but Haynes King is a dog.
Yeah.
11-6 on the week, man. 11-6 on the week. I just ugly.
Yeah. But we got a lot of games this week because I put a whole lot of playoffs.
You did put a lot of games. So I kept scrolling. I was like, that's a lot of games.
Well, they're going to start dwindling next week.
Yeah, we're not going to have that many next week for high school.
They're going to get chopped off. So I went ahead and gave us some heat for the last one, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll start at the bottom and go to 1A up. The only one in this area. We got Shoals Christian at Appalachian.
Appalachian by 40.
Yeah, I'm going Appalachian by. I might even put a 50 ball in there. You know,
Appalachian by 40.
Yeah. Then we got Isabella coming to Coosa. Coosa by 40.
By 40.
Sandrock travels all the way across state to Red Bay.
Yeah, gotta go Red Bay there.
Yeah, I did some research on Red Bay. They allowed to put up 40.
They might even do another 50 ball.
Yeah. Then this one could be interesting. Now I've seen these guys play last year.
I didn't pick it. Oops, hang on, let me pick it. Ooh.
Yeah, I watched them play last year, but we got Glencoe at Winfield. And I actually ended up going to Winfield last year watching the game, you know.
For pick's sake, I'm gonna go Winfield.
You gonna go Winfield?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just because Glencoe's traveling. They're traveling. That's the only reason I do that.
They're traveling. But I'm gonna go Glencoe to pull an upset. I doubt it, but I'm gonna pick them.
That's fine. We need that.
Yeah.
Because there might not be too many that we disagree on. So
Right. Vineman coming to Westbrook. Never.
Steve Smith by 30.
Never. Yeah. Then Rogers coming to Geraldine. Bulldogs. Yeah.
Go Dogs. Woof.
40 piece. Phil Campbell.
There might be some ugly ones in the first round this year. There might be some ugly ones. Got Piedmont.
These next two gonna be interesting, you know. But I'm Piedmont. A lot of that kind of Fife. You ain't gonna usually just come into Fife in the playoffs.
Paul Benefield's a mastermind in the playoffs. I think, especially the first couple rounds, give me Fife all the time.
Yeah, I got Fife too. Then Collinsville traveled to Colbert County.
This one I looked. This pains me to pick Colbert County, but I picked Colbert County. It pains me to do that.
Yeah. I looked them up. I think they done scored about 60-something in their last 3 games.
Yeah.
They averaged. But, you know, I still got some old wounds. I ain't studying them. Collinsville.
like I said, it pains you because Colbert County, as a child, I had to watch my father go through that. Yeah.
I'm still mad. I'm Collinsville. So we have some disparity, man.
Yeah.
I got the purpose, man.
Remember, I'm picking spread reasons. That's what gotta pick the spread.
I did some research on them too. They balled me these last 3 weeks.
It was like 60. It was like 60 points, 3 games, and 50 the other one. I was like,
oh no, they scored a 70 piece in one of them too. So it's So I was like, yeah. I say Collinsville got more defense than that. So
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, then we move on to 4A, Cherokee County.
This is where it get a little bit interesting.
Yeah.
You go first on this one. Who you got?
I'm going with Cherokee County, man.
I picked CC too.
Yeah, Good Hope's balling though.
I think Good Hope started balling. They on the latter part of the season they picked it up a little bit.
Right.
So I'm gonna go. I went Cherokee County though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a team that's been in the state championship game the last 3 years, man, and the playoff experience. So I'm gonna roll with Cherokee County. Fundell and Anderson.
Anderson by probably a million.
Anderson about 50. You know, when Fayette County comes to Alexandria, that's a beat down too.
Valley Cubs, man. Yeah. Down in Death Valley.
Asheville travels over to the other end of the state too.
Poor Asheville, man. They've been balling. I think it runs out for the Bulldogs this week. I'm gonna go Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton's 10-0. You know, driving over there to the Mississippi State line, probably get them roughed up a little bit. You know, 5A, and this game, man, it might be interesting.
It's gonna be.
Priceville at Gunnersville.
I looked up Priceville too because it's gonna be a good game.
Well, no, Priceville played Columbia early, and that's one of the films I've seen. So they got a good looking team. Yeah. They got a good looking team. But I'm going Gunnersville though.
I mean, Lance Reese at home, he doesn't lose too much. Coach has been there 30 years at Gunnersville. You got to go to Gunnersville. They don't have a lot of fan support sometimes for I don't know why that is at Gunnersville. The crowds aren't usually too packed, but I'm gonna go Gunnersville there.
Yeah, I'm going. Then Boaz go to Russellville. I'm going with the Pirates, man. On the road.
I gotta go Russellville. I've been a Boaz hater all year for not really meaning to, but I think maybe the travel. I think that's what gets Boaz in this one.
Yeah, it's a couple hour drive, but I'm gonna stick with the Pirates and see what happens. And then probably the closest matchup of all of them is the A-Rab going to Fairview.
I got Fairview. I've learned a lot from where I work. I've learned a lot about the Aggies. I'm gonna go Fairview, especially at Fairview. I'm gonna go Fairview.
Yeah, at Fairview. I mean, I go call a lot of volleyball up that way, and they got a good little squad, man. I don't know. That's probably less than a 30-minute drive for Aberville. Yeah. So that ain't too big of a travel. Then moving up to 6A, we got Athens going to Fort Payne.
I don't want Fort Payne to win.
Yeah, I got to go with Fort Payne on that one.
I don't want Fort Payne to win, but I got to pick them. Fort Payne.
Yeah, definitely Fort Payne. Oxford drew the short straw. They got to go to Parker.
They could probably shake things up a little bit. If they play like the Oxford, they can play ass. But pick sake, I'm gonna go Parker.
Well, I think Parker's feeling disrespected now that they dropped a couple.
Are they three? They lost 3, 2 or 3.
Yeah, 3. They lost 3. But one of them games was his Carrots in Georgia. So
and they was balling. They started balling. Was it Hoover that they had to come back? They almost came back on.
Yeah, came back on Hoover, and they lost to Homewood. I don't know how the heck that happened.
I don't either. I still try to figure that one out.
Yeah. I ain't watched that game yet. I don't need to watch it.
But like you said, they're feeling disrespected. I think they probably come out as a Parker everybody's been used to.
Yeah, definitely playoffs time. And then Jasper at Garden City, got to pick the city. I don't think Jasper plays a tough enough schedule. I don't think they play a tough enough schedule.
Pick sake. I'm going Jasper. Yeah. Pick sake.
Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna use the record against them a little bit. They're 8-2. They're cocky. So I'm gonna roll with the cocky team on this one. But remember, I always want the city to win. Don't ever get that twisted.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Hey, I just don't think they played. I don't think they've been battle tested enough.
That's understandable. And Gadsden City's been through the ringer.
No, they've been through the ringer.
And like I said, there's a formula in play. If Gadsden City gets a knot, which is a non-offensive touchdown, they're I think they're when I did it, It's like 6-0 this year. 6-0 when they get a nod. So if they get one of those early, Titans by 40.
Yeah. Now we move up to the 7-8 games, man. And in Hoover and Phoenix City, Central Phoenix City, it's a first round game.
That's stupid. That is stupid. That's crazy. That's a state championship matchup. That's stupid. But I hate Hoover. Central Phoenix City by 40. I don't care.
It has been a state championship matchup.
Exactly.
At least 3 times. Hey, them traveling to Central Phoenix City in their stadium. I'm gonna pick Central.
I hate Hoover. I wasn't picking Hoover no way.
I know you wasn't.
I ain't picking Hoover no way.
Hey, and this is an interesting game too, man. Opelika coming to Hewitt.
They're making me pick the people I hate, probably even more than Hoover.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Hewitt.
I got Hewitt. I got Hewitt too, man. And then these last two, man, both of these got
it's ridiculous.
5.5 hour drives.
Ridiculous
to play. But I don't know if you know this or not. After the tiebreakers, they did Region 4 1 through.
Wasn't there some drama?
There's some drama, but
Sparkman.
It was done. It was done right. Sparkman is the number 1 seed, and they are 5-5.
You know that just makes me sick from my senior year. It just makes me sick thinking about that.
Yeah, they 5-5, and Daphne got to come up here. I'm going with Daphne.
I'll pick Daphne too. I think Daphne. I think that's not Sparkman's a good ball team, but 5-5, they're Daphne.
Yeah, and then Fairhope coming to James Clemens. James Clemens also the number 2 seed, 5-5.
Fairhope.
Big Fairhope.
Fairhope.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pick the whole Region 4 to lose in the first round.
It's awful football. Now, if we talking basketball, if we talking basketball, it's different. But as far as football goes,
giving them a tumble.
Man, you go up there to the Huntsville region, but you might like pull around like 5-7 footers running around somewhere.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, that's gonna be the playoffs this week, and then threw in about four college games because they had so many high school playoff games. You know, my Tigers got another Friday night special. Tulane coming into Memphis.
And Tulane was tripping last week.
They were tripping last week, so it's gonna be a battle. They'll get it right this week, you know. But I'm always picking my boys.
I got Memphis, the best Group 5 team in the country right now. I got Memphis.
Yeah, and we hard to beat at home.
Well, it's all the ribs and all the cook. It slows the other team down. They ain't used to smelling that all game long.
Right. And then Jack State goes to UTEP.
Cox by 90, man. you know that.
Going with the Cox. And then this one,
I don't know, man. Can we take this one out? I don't know, bro.
Coach got fired.
Can we take this one out? I don't know, bro.
Hey, Auburn travels to Vandy, man.
Like you said, coach got fired, though. You know, Bama's got to play with, against the coach that got fired. Give me Vandy, man. I ain't picking Auburn again. Give me Vandy.
Yeah, they in a disarray. I got to go Vandy.
Disarray. That's the good way to put it.
Yeah, and then the LSU Bama game.
Got to play against another interim coach. Apparently, we lost the bye week. Apparently, because some people don't know how to act.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna be interested when I saw that. I was like, oh my god. But anyway, that's another story. We ain't gonna talk about that. But
I'm gonna go Bama, but it's LSU at Bama. You never know what could happen. But I'm gonna go. Thankfully, we're at the crib, so I'm gonna go Bama.
Yeah. I'm with that. Live with that. But hey, that's all the picks we're gonna do this week. I know it's 20 some of them, but hey,
it won't be that many next week.
Yeah,
it literally might be a quarter of those next week.
Yeah, the team's gone. We might have put some teams on there we had never heard of. Hey, such and such playing such and such.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip a coin. I got them.
Yeah, exactly.
What's before we close out the show, we got, like you said, playoffs. A lot of interesting matchups. Which one in the playoffs? Which ones you kind of which game are you looking forward to looking at on that, keeping up with?
Collinsville at Colbert.
That one is interesting. Because like I said, it pains me to have to pick Colbert County. And like you said, they're averaging 55 points a game right now on the back four. Yeah. I'm ready to see that Priceville and Gunnersville. I want to see how they handle that.
That's a good one. And both of them first two 7-8 games. Hoover and Phoenix, Central Phoenix City, and Opelika and Hewitt. So
that's stupid.
Those are third round playoff matchups, really.
It's supposed to be really cold outside when them teams play, and it's just a little chilly right now. That's it.
Right. So hey, we'll see.
Hey man, I'm telling you, 4A, bro. I'm telling you, because they finally got Anderson, I think, back in the north again. Anderson and Jackson could be a state championship game, man. That would be an interesting state championship game.
Yeah, I think I'd ride down for that one.
That would just be athlete versus athlete. Who's going to like that?
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that. It's the best time of the year for high school football, especially. Just it's supposed to be the best on the best. There may be some ugly ones in the first round, but I think after that, it's going to be some really good football. And then with college, we're getting into the college football playoff bracket. We'll talk about that next week because the first one will be out. We'll see who wins, who loses, who's already out of that. We'll talk about that. There's no more streak watch, so I'll have to find a new headline. I'll have to find a new headline to talk about. But it's
put my head in
101. He had to get one more dig at you, Columbia. Sorry about it.
Yeah, gotta get in there.
Next week, talk about who's still fired, who's on the hot seat. Did Mike Norvell get the boot? Did Kentucky's coach? Did he get the boot? Is Dabo out?
Dabo.
Everybody's fired. Did anybody hire a coach yet? There's a lot going on, but it's football season. Best time of the year. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Finally, Christmas is on the way. Dad, I love you. Glad I get to do this with you every week. Anything left to tell the people?
Oh, much love, man. Just hey, keep watching. I know y'all quietly watching us out there, but hey, keep watching.
We love y'all. Tell you every week the best thing to do. Keep Christ first. Keep God in your life. It's the best decision you'll ever make. I love you guys. Until next week. We'll holla at you.